Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Bright Family Homestead. This morning, I thought I would walk you around the garden, let you see how much everything has grown in the last 2 weeks. Because there's been growth and not a whole lot more loss. You're a bad bug. Let me flip you guys around. I'll show you this bad bug. I'm hoping it's focused. I can't tell. It's really bright out. I do believe that's a vine board. So I'm gonna take my shoe off and I'm gonna smush that bug. And then hopefully I have some other bugs I wanted to show you guys that we have in the garden. It's our first time. That has me wondering how I'm gonna do some pruning. All right, so what was I saying? I was gonna show you the growth in 2 weeks. Oh, there's that other bug that I wanted to show you. Hold on. So this little guy right here, I've looked him up and it's a blister bug. All right, so this blister bug, blister beetle, I looked him up. I Googled him. It took me a while to find him because there's all kinds of different colorations of him. And from what I can tell is if they bite you or the blood, you'll get blisters. And they're pretty nasty looking blisters. If you've ever had yourself or a kid get Beetlejuice treatment, that's what our clinic called it anyways, on molluscum spots, it's pretty much like that. They're just big, huge blisters. They're pretty nasty. So I don't want that. I don't want the kids to get it. I don't want the grandkids to be touching these bugs. They're all over my tomato plants. Are they good bugs? They're kind of good bugs because they eat grasshoppers. We have grasshoppers, and I'm sure that's why we have so many of these. But they're all over the tomato plants, and so I'll be honest, I'm kind of afraid of tying them up because I don't want blisters in my hands. Let's be real, I don't have time for that. So let me flip you guys around and let me show you what we got going on. All right, I'm gonna try my hardest to keep my shadow out of this, but I may be doing this the wrong time of day. These are flowers. They've definitely grown. I really want, maybe next year I need to fill these all the way up to the top with dirt. And like that middle one, he's kind of busted a little bit. I need to get him fixed. And then I need to get more like a pansy type flower that maybe as it grows it'll overflow the bin. That's what I want. That's what I envisioned for these spaces. These are those whatever dancers that KK wanted. They're still alive. That's good. Watermelon. They have taken off. I need to take some of these and push them in, like rotate the plant so it'll go into that empty spot and it doesn't take over into the tomatoes. Let's go ahead and just go this way and then we'll come back around. And the asparagus, obviously, we've let go now at this point. I see the dragonfly in there. I don't know if you can or not, maybe. He's a cute little guy. So the watermelon on this side has even filled out the space more. The cantaloupe I put around the fence. That was dumb. And last year I knew something like that was dumb because last year I put the cantaloupe in with the watermelon. And the problem with doing that is the cantaloupe are ready to harvest sooner. And when they over-ripen on the vine, which I'm sure a watermelon probably could too, but watermelon are easier to find, they'll split open and it's a mess. So I'm kind of kicking myself for doing that. The cantaloupe that are in that way back, they're completely covered. Those plants are completely covered by the watermelon already. I do have some watermelon that are a little bit bigger than softball size in here already. I have a cantaloupe that's probably about the right size. He just needs to ripen. So if I walk in here a little bit, maybe the grasshoppers will. I want them to, so now they're not gonna. You know how that goes. But yeah, no, they're not gonna. But we have grasshoppers pretty bad. The thing is I see the grasshoppers over here, and I see those bugs that supposedly eat grasshoppers in my tomatoes. So I really hope they're coming over here and eating and then just living over there. I don't know. I don't want to spray anything on the garden. I don't like doing that. So these snapdragons bloom at a different time than the snapdragons in those front flower beds. So we've always got something going. I have picked some flowers to have them in the table. These are beans. The fence is kind of snuffing them out, but I haven't gotten the weed eater back out after that last 2 weeks. So I don't know, those plants might be past weed eater. Those might need to be cut, which is okay. That might be faster than fighting with that anyways. So this is Spirit Peppermint, and he's not looking very healthy, but that's spearmint, and it is. So oops. The bees did obviously finally find the, you see all the pollen he has on him. He's got lots and lots. That's really cool. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I was watching him and not the camera. So that's neat. Oops, let's back you back out. Those sunflowers are kind of done, I think. I love watching bees. All right, let's continue on. The 2 store-bought cucumbers are doing good. They're the ones climbing. The other ones aren't doing so good. Hey, I mean, look at that little guy. He hasn't grown. And then this guy, he's about as big as the store ones were when we bought them. Oops. The marigolds I finally did get planted. And they're actually looking really good. They were looking pretty sad for a couple days. This is a hot mess that I swear this year I am going to take care of so I can put this black stuff down and not deal with it. But the snap peas, I've gotten a few of those, and then just flowers. I'm not sure what flowers were the poppies. If I remember right though, poppies take forever to get flowers and bloom. But, oh, look at that cucumber. Hot dog. We'll be eating him soon. All right, bell peppers. They're looking like they need a trim. Hi, Bump. How are you? But some of them are looking super good. Our big sunflowers. I can't wait to see how big these guys get. I mean, these guys, this is huge. Huge. So I'm really excited. I wish more of those would have made it. These are the flowers I need to plant in those square boxes so they overflow. I did put those this year in the light box, or Evelyn did, and they look pretty fabulous there. More peppers. You can see which ones were the later ones that I planted because they're a lot smaller. But that's okay, they're gonna catch up. And then the tomatoes are just a hot mess because I haven't tied them up any. Those blister bugs have been in here. Yesterday when I walked through, there was dozens of them. I mean, they were in big patches, just like squash bugs. And at first, I seen them when I was planting stuff. Oh, look, I even have tomatoes. That's exciting. I thought they were maybe dragonfly larvae because there wasn't very many of them, and I knew those were ugly bugs. But no, that is not what they are. So I'm glad I Googled them before I touched one. I'm sure this row is going to end up being my biggest problem child, so I am going to have to get out here and tie stuff up, maybe put the gloves on, and just try my best to be able to have dexterity with those on to tie some stuff up. I don't know. Figured out last year, you know, we learned that stuff still grew great wild, but we put these fences in this year. I should really use them. Or Dale might go, do you really need more of those next year, when I'm asking him for more of them. So these flowers down here on the end in the ground are hollyhocks. I have a heck of a time with hollyhocks in the garden. However, in our drain field for our septic, I have hollyhocks growing out there. I seen them the other day and I went, those are hollyhocks. Dale goes, nah, they're probably a weed. I walked out there, they're hollyhocks. So that's funny. All right, well, I suppose that was all there was. We're kind of boring yet. Maybe next week we'll have some tomatoes starting to blush or completely ripen. That would be great. Thanks for checking out the garden with me this morning. Make sure to subscribe to our channel if you want to continue to watch our garden grow, and I hope you all have a great day.